Hey nerds, welcome to JerAwards. Today is Sunday, so we're going to recap season 4, which we just finished watching, our last 12 episode season. Everything from this point forward is going to be 20 episodes a pop. And yeah, if you're new here, what we do after each major season is we kind of recap in our own words. I take notes after each of the episodes. We'll get into our in memoriam for all the characters that were lost, and then we'll do our little JerAwards, talking about our favorite episode, favorite moment, favorite kiss, characters, ships, etc. And yeah, that's just what we're gonna do. Season 4, before we even get into the recap, was it's a season. It's a season of a show. So with that out of the way, there's timestamps and stuff in the play bar, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get right into it with the recap. So again, if you are new here, feel free to subscribe. Daily content. If there's a day, there's a reaction. Links in the description box down below for the Patreon, where you can watch all of season 4, all of Teen Wolf, the Twitch stream, and everything in between. Jerry doesn't have to go behind the scenes, but we will take a sip of water. And let's get into it. So, season 4 starts with the gang going to get Derek from Mexico, but guess what? He's not there. And Mama Gertrude electrocutes Scott until he realizes that Kate is still alive. Very weird moment. This brings back Braden. The two go into the crypt of the church, and they actually do find Derek, except he's very, very young. Oh, and we also learned Kate is a were-jaguar, which throughout the season is never really fully explained what like her powers are or anything of that nature. She's just a were-jaguar, you know? She kills a gas station clerk in a fit of rage and then kidnaps young Derek from Styles. Young Derek leads her to his family's vault, where Kate and Peter have a showdown that ends in her stealing 117 million doll hairs. Scott, Malia, and young Derek fight off two berserkers. Young Derek then turns back to his old age again. But when he did slow turn, his eyes, not blue, but yellow. Looking to get answers and looking to track down Kate, looking to get answers and looking to track down Kate. There we go. 3 opens up with a murder and introduction of Wendigos that's never really explained either. And a dude with no mouth. A kid named Liam is a freshman on the lacrosse team, and Scott worries he's going to lose his team captain spot. Accidentally goes a little too hard to paint, breaks little Liam's leg. The Wendigo attacks Liam, but is killed by the mouthless Manson. Is that what I called him? The mouthless Manson? The mute. But beforehand, Scott, to save Liam, bites him. Liam, with the bite, struggles to understand what's going on, and, you know, it took the power of Chris and Scott to get him to chill the fuck out and listen for a minute. The mute is captured by Sheriff Zelensky and Derek, but Peter shows up and absolutely fucking murders him. We learn the assassin was hired by a kid that goes to Beacon Hills, except he wasn't. That was misinformation, right? A lot of misleading stuff, which was good. The kid's name is Garrett. He starts episode 6 by killing another girl. The benefactor list itself, they think equals $117 million of Peter's money. They think somebody's out there making this Deadpool, paying people for each of these murders. Someone's paying for these kills, and Lydia, with the help of Meredith, finds the next passcode, Aiden, unlocking more of the list with more names on it. The first passcode was Allison, 2 of their dead friends. Garrett, with some wolfsbane, misses his shot and takes out Liam. To take out Liam, instead ends up hurting Brett, leading to Violet trying to kill Scott, which ends up poorly for her in one of the best moments of this entire show. Scott said, "Get the fuck up off me." Chris, confronted by Gertrude, re-utters the code like a sleeper agent. I really like in that moment, I think a lot of people mentioned it too, he was like, "We hunt those who hunt us." If she would have said, "Say the code, young Christopher." If he just would have been like, "We help those who can't help themselves," that would have been such a banger moment to end it on, right? You could have opened up Mama Gertrude and the Calavera's eyes a little more as well. Knowing/thinking it was Garrett, they try to hunt him down, and in doing so, they find a bunch of cash. Garrett says he wanted the cash and Ivy back in exchange for Liam, who he took earlier. They run into some berserkers, and Garrett is killed. Scott and Chris go to hunt down Kate to get Violet. Why do I have Ivory right there? What the fuck was her name now? Now I don't know. To get to Liam, this all goes sideways. Thinking Liam is lost, he roars, and Scott saves him. The third part of the cipher is unlocked with Derek's name, and Peter promises Kate she'll control her powers. All he wants is his money and power. He wants the money and the cars and the clothes and the hoes. As the gang gets ready to take their PSAT, the ink pad infects all the kids with a sickness that humans will heal from, but not the supernaturals. Scott, Kira, Styles, and Malia lock themselves in a vault, in the Hell Vault to be exact, where their sickness spreads. Their cure, right in front of them all along, is some ode mushrooms Hitomi used to give Talia back in the day, aka Derek's mother. Keep up. The gang's cured, Malia reading the Deadpool, seeing her name on the list, not Malia Tate, but Malia Hale. She goes off to track down Peter, who promises to help her find her mother. Scott and the gang comes up with a plan to stop his heart, basically, fake his own death to draw the benefactor, but it all seems to fail. Kind of. As when the benefactor could have been a banshee, and very well could have been Lydia's grandmother. Except it's not! After a trip to Eichen House and some twist, exposition surrounding Bernsky, we learn the benefactor could actually very well be Meredith. What a twist! On the flip end, Deputy Haig tried to burn Parrish alive, but he was also some sort of supernatural creature, and he was able to live through it. So the gang fills him in on everything. I'm kind of going back and forth between thinking he's a fire kitsune or a phoenix. Going back to Meredith, she only did those things because Peter told her to when he was in a coma. It's a lot to explain. Styles and Malia, they make out, and solve the Deadpool. They terminate all contracts. Very lackluster ending to that storyline. As Kate tells Peter his plan is working, and Peter vows to kill Scott McCall to become Alpha yet again. He also wants Malia to kill Kate. Kate ambushes Scott and Kira to take out Scott and turn him into a berserker. Scott, in his berserker rage, hunts Kira. I think she... Yeah, I like that she didn't hold that against him, by the way. She knew it wasn't him. The gang goes to fight Kate, and Derek is badly injured, seemingly dies as a long stare down between him and Styles. Hashtag, I got you, brother. You know, they have a little moment there. The Calaveras show up, Parrish and Chris, hand in hand, who unloads on Kate and the Berserker. While Lydia and Mason, trapped in like the basement area of the school, Papa Stalinsky shows up and to come save them too. Throws a fucking claymore into a Berserker's hand and blows him up. Back at the church, Kira and Styles stop the gang from killing Scott, revealing that it's him under the mask all along. Liam helps break Scott out of his rage, and Scott calls out Peter. The two fight, and Scott wins easily. As Kate seems to be winning outside, a wolf shows up, biting her ass. Transforms. It's Derek. Ta-da! Back with his blue eyes. Said he evolved. Just kind of happened, but it was still cool. Derek then shoves his thumbs into a berserker's eye. It was pretty sick. Kate shoots Kate with the yellow wolfsbane. She monologues and escapes. They put Peter in Eichen House with third-eyed Willie. Chris is off to track down Kate with the Calaveras. Derek is with Braden to go find the Desert Wolf, aka Malia's mother. And the gang goes back to school. That is your season 4 recap. The yellow wolfsbane seemed to be deathly poisoning to wolves, but not to jaguars. Another part, the were-jaguar thing wasn't really explained, because it is wolfsbane, so that it affecting wolves more makes sense, but still. The build-up with the wire was actually perfect. Here's how you do this in shows. They build up over and over that thermal wire was able to cut off people's heads. Did it with DeMarco, did it one other time and threatened Brett with it. And then having Scott flex and bust out of it made it more impactful. That was one of the most badass scenes in the entire show. I still stand by what I said in the finale, that Styles should have been the one to help Scott break out and not Liam. Liam's a new character. I get it's a sentimental moment, that he has an effect. He is a beta. He is Scott's first beta that he's turned, and they have their moment. But I would have loved to have seen Dylan O'Brien with his acting ability being grasped by Scott up against that wall, crying his eyes out, begging his best friend not to kill him. Do you know why that'd be more impactful? Because the audience, through 4 seasons now, has watched these two become best friends, telling them that they love each other, calling themselves best friends, calling themselves brothers, helping each other through thick and thin, having a moment of them two where it seems like one friend is going to kill the other, would have been emotional for everybody watching. Because Scott is under a berserker match. It's a finale. You really don't know what's going on. You'll have that sense of, oh shit, and then Styles kind of saying, Scott, it's me, you know, it's your brother. I love you. Whatever you have the dialogue be. I know it's not you. Like him forgiving Scott before even killing him. And he's like, Scott, if you're going to kill me, it's fine. It's not you. I know it's not you. It's okay. Do what you need to do. And having a moment of breaking down. And then have Liam off fucking screen Be like, hey man, you're not a monster. You're a werewolf, just like me. And have that trigger something in him. And then have Styles say something more. Have Styles look at him and say, Scott, I see you. I love you. You're my brother. Blah, blah, blah. And then Scott has a moment, he breaks out, and then you have that proceed. I promise to God that would make it so much more impactful and such a better scene. It's nothing against Liam. It's just you've built up this friendship for so long. It would have just been more impactful for the audience overall. So that's my recap for season 4. Let's go ahead and get into the JerAwards. First things first, favorite episode. There was 12 episodes. I only put down 3 episodes that I liked. I did like episode 7 a lot with the whole quarantine thing, but I didn't put it on my list. So the nominees are episode 2 is 117, episode 5 IED, and episode 12 Smoke and Mirrors. And your winner for season 4's favorite episode is episode 5 IED. It was intense from start to finish. It was a fucking masterpiece, and it also had Scott ripping away that thermal wire. Absolute favorite scene. I got a bunch of these. From episode 3, those two are like sons to me. Episode 4, I put Christ showing up to help Scott. What a typo. Chris showed up to help Scott. What a turn this show would take. Episode 4, Kira and Scott slow dancing. Episode 4, Styles and Malia's full moon moment in the basement. Episode 5, Derek punking out Liam. Episode 5, Kira scoring a goal. Episode 5, Scott taking off the thermal choker. Episode 6, Parrish roasting Brunsky about the breathalyzer. Episode 7, Papa McCall saving Styles. Episode 9, Papa Styles and Baby Styles, moment in the hospital. Episode 10, Scott almost turning into a demon. Episode 10, Mama McCall locking up the hospital door so Styles and Malia can make up. Episode 11, Papa Styles taking Styles and Malia out to dinner, or proposing dinner. Episode 11, Liam and Mason bonding. Episode 11, Scott and Kira with the light bulbs. Episode 12, Liam breaking Scott free. Episode 12, Derek's wolf reveal. Episode 12, Scott blocking Peter's attacks. And your winner for the season 4 favorite scene is season 4, episode 5, Scott grabbing that fucking necklace and said, I don't know who the fuck you think you're holding on to right now, but I'm a goddamn alpha. Whew, that shit gets me hyped even thinking about it. Anyways, by far, probably one of the best moments of the entire show. Most heartbreaking scene, not a whole lot of depth in this season. Meredith's death, supposed death, was on this list, but we're going to scratch that because she really didn't die. We're going to go with Papa Stalinsky and Baby Styles moment in the hospital. Season 4, episode 9, of Styles saying, how am I supposed to take care of you? Papa Stalinsky saying, you're not the one that takes care of me. I take care of you. I'm the parent. That whole discussion they had there, tears in my eyes. Funniest scene, Papa Stalinsky saying if time travel's real, he's done. That was in episode 2. Also in episode 2, Papa McCall speaking Spanish. Episode 3, those two were like sons to me. Episode 3, someone asked her if she's ever played lacrosse. Episode 5, that's a firm handshake you got there. Styles the Brett when they didn't shake hands. Papa McCall and young Derek speaking Spanish to each other is hilarious. I'm actually going to have 2 winners, and it's that one and Coach Bobby saying those two were like sons to me. Came out of left field and was so funny and so wholesome that it just deserves an award in its own. Favorite kiss? Episode 4, Kira kissing Scott's earlobe. Episode 8, Derek and Braden. Episode 10, Styles and Malia's makeup kiss. Episode 11, Scott and Kira in Derek's house. Scott is a multiple-time champion when it comes to favorite kiss. My man be out here slinging tongue. But your winner for season 4 is in episode 10, Styles and Malia's makeup kiss. I needed that for them too. I really did. That was perfection because you separate them and then bring them up. This is so good. Favorite kill? Kate killing the store clerk in episode 2. Violet killing, so her name is Violet, not Ivory. Violet killing DeMarco in episode 4. Episode 4, Peter killing the assassin. Episode 7, Papa McCall killing the chemist. Episode 7, Satomi killing the assassin. Episode 8, Scott killing Liam in his dream. Episode 9, Parrish killing Brunsky. Episode 12, Papa Stalinsky killing the berserker with the claymore. Episode 12, Derek killing a berserk with his bare fucking hands. And your winner comes from episode 12, but it's not the last one I said. It was the first one. It's the former, not the latter. Papa Stalinsky killing the berserker with the claymore was fucking insane. And I love he took matters into his own hands. Shout out Sheriff Stilinski. Favorite quote, I only got two. From episode 3, those two were like sons to me. I'm telling you, it's one of my favorite moments ever in this show. But my favorite quote comes from episode 10. Not all monsters do monstrous things. From Lydia talking to Meredith. Really fucking good. Favorite ship? 2 nominees. Scott and Kira, or Styles and Malia. I will go ahead and tell you guys that my favorite ship in this whole show so far has been Scott and Kira. But my favorite ship of season 4 was Styles and Malia. We got a lot more of them two together than we did with Scott and Kira. Scott and Kira was more of like a back and forth. Oh my God, like you didn't kiss your girlfriend? Like, oh, I'm sorry, I kissed you earlier, to them officially kind of being a thing. But Styles and Malia kind of explaining more that she doesn't really know how to forgive and how to take things like she experienced in this show, and them kind of coming back with their growth. I really enjoyed that a lot. Favorite friendship? Scott and Styles, Derek and Styles, Derek and Sheriff Styles, Styles and Mama McCall. Yeah, I bet you didn't see that one coming. Here's your winner. I mean, what are we doing at this point? It's Scott and Styles. You knew the answer. Favorite character nominees? Styles, Scott, Derek, Lydia, Kira, and Malia, with your winner, Styles. It's Styles. Styles won season 1, 2, 3A, 3B. He's a back-to-back-to-back-to-back-to-back five-time, like fucking Booker T, bro, 5-time champion. Anyways, least favorite character. Your nominees: Brunsky, Garrett, Brett, and Kate. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I took Brett off this list. Garrett, I fucking hated him. I despised every time that Kate was on screen. But learning Brunsky's backstory, there's 2 winners for least favorite, and that is Brunsky and Kate are going to not co-host, they're going to co-share this championship. I planted in a new award because I felt like it was needed, and that's most underrated character. The most underrated character this entire season was Mason, Liam's friend. There's a lot of moments where you can consider him being underrated, but the biggest one was him, well, obviously being there with Liam, playing games and telling him, it doesn't matter if you want to tell me, we'll just play games, you know? But also him unplugging the radio, the DJ booth, because if he didn't do that, our main characters would be dead. Mason is your most underrated character of season 4. These last 2 parts here, if you guys don't know, if you are new here, I give names to each of the seasons. Like, so, for example, like season 3A was all about sacrifice. Season 2, the old man, the stalker, the Kanema. Names like this. I've dubbed season 4 the master plan / Pete's Playhouse. I couldn't really pick between those two. The master plan, which is Pete's master plan, Peter, and then Pete's Playhouse because it is his master plan. So that's really what I've dubbed season 4. I've dubbed the season 4 finale Evolution / an eye-opening ending. Right? Because the 3-eyed Willy. I think Evolution's a good one because of the evolving and how it leads into Derek evolving with the wolf thing. As for season rankings, I'm going to take time to think about it. I just will tell you that I feel like season 4 took a massive step back from 3B. I think even if you take out season 3 together, if you go 1, 2, 4 with those seasons going in that order, I still think season 4 is a big step back. Despite it having so much good, there's a lot of rushed content and there's a lot of rushed storylines, a lot of confusing storylines, and a lot of weird moments mixed with a lot of great moments. I think season 4 would have been pretty fucking good if it was 20 episodes and you let some of those other things bleed out. I'm just saying. So let's wrap this up. Our in memoriam for season 4. The men killed by the were-jaguar, the gas station clerk, the Walcott family, DeMarco, a.k.a. Jackson's little brother Jeffrey, William Wallace, a.k.a. the assassin, a.k.a. we later find out his name is just the Mute, Carrie Hudson, Violet, Garrett, a.k.a. the orphans, Meredith's on this list, psych, the Satomi wolves, not Satomi herself, but her wolves, the forehead hole teacher man, a.k.a. the chemist, the guy that got shot in his fucking brain noggin, Assassin Ashley that tried to kill Satomi, Brunsky, and the Berserkers. Everybody rest in peace. Brunsky, rest in dirt. And that is the season 4 recap. Hope you guys enjoyed the season 4 reactions. Hope you enjoyed the season 4 watch along. I'm excited for season 5. I'm actually really super geeked. And yeah, we're just going to get to it. We have 40 episodes left of Teen Wolf before we get into the 100. A lot of people keep asking, what's after Teen Wolf? We did a giant poll. The 100's after. After that, I got some ideas, but we'll maybe wing it. Maybe do another poll. We'll have to wait and find out. But for now, thank you for hanging out. I will see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Season 5, Episode 1, Creatures of the Night. On that note, me and Jerry's going to head out. I'm hungry. Links and everything will be in the description box down below. Playlist will be up on screen. As always, stay cute, stay hydrated, and I'll catch you on the next one.